So did you get a chance to enjoy the bye at all, or was it business as usual?
Not really. I had a uni exam, so I was in the books instead of actually having a bit more of a break, unfortunately. But we had a pretty quick break anyway, because it's only a 10-day turnaround, so we'll have a couple of days off after the Carlton game and freshen up again and get ready and look forward to Collingwood after that.
Can you assess your season for us this year?
It's been okay. Just tried to play my role every week within the team and do what Wush has asked, and I think that's probably been the main thing to our success this year, is that we've got 22 contributors doing the same thing, and we know we're only a short way through the season, but we sort of know we're on the right track to where we want to head.
Was it always your plan to not only advance from being a tagger to a ball getter as well?
I didn't really make too many plans like that. It was more so just trying to develop both sides of my game, and defensively I thought my game was pretty sound, and it was probably working more offensively throughout the off season, and it's been okay. So
it's pretty more fun when you're chasing the footy rather than chasing the
it is a bit more fun, yeah. So it's better. Yeah, it is.
Any chance you go back to the defensive role this week? You've had such a good record playing on Judd. Would you consider that to be an option that you go back and mind him?
I think that'll be something for the coaches to weigh up. I don't really care what I do each week, but I think the coaches will address that sometime throughout, probably today or tomorrow, and work out who we want to go to, and whether I'm the guy, or I thought Tommy Swift did a good job on Daniel Rich when he played a couple of weeks ago. So they'll just have to weigh that up and see who's the most dangerous.
The connection between the young guys seems pretty strong, the Shueys, Natanuis, etc. Can you take us through just the relationship between the younger group of players here at the Eagles?
It is really strong. We went through a pretty tough time together. From when we first rocked up, we never really come close to the 8. And then obviously getting the wooden spoon, and we faced some pretty tough times from there. And we just kept trying to develop each other and push each other to get better and better. And, we're sort of reaping the benefits of that now, and probably enjoying the footy a lot more than what we did at the time back then. So, it's a lot of fun at the moment.
Is it a bit like you've got your own sort of little bit of a leadership group, although you're not leaders with Glassy, etc., but you've got your own sort of little group that tries to push the older players as well?
I think the great thing about this group is that we do have a lot of leaders within the group, whether they have a name to themselves or they're not in the leadership group or anything. So it's really fantastic, and even the young boys coming through, they're always pushing, and the waffle form's been terrific this year. So we're really happy with how all that's going, and when blokes have come into the side, they've really played their role really well. So we've been really happy with how that's going.
You mentioned Swift for Rich and possibly going up against Judd. Is that a role that you think he can master now, being the tagger in the team?
Possibly. It just depends, I think, with what the coaches want from either him or possibly Kobe Stevens. There's a heap of different matchups that they could possibly go with. That's the great thing, as I just said, that the waffle form's been terrific. So we've got a number of guys that can come in and fill that void pretty quickly.
What's always been the key when you've been playing with Judd? What have you always focused on?
Don't let him get the footy. So, pretty simple.
How do you assess his form this week? Like, you're watching, obviously no Carrazzo and no Murphy. Do you think there's more pressure on Judd now to perform, or it's harder for him because he gets targeted every time?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't been able to watch too much of his footy. I watched last weekend when they played the Cats. And it does feel as though it does look like he's playing a fair bit through there, and not getting a lot of rest either down forward. He's probably having to spend more time in the midfield, which is probably making the games a little bit harder for him. But I mean, he's one of those blokes that you can never underestimate. He's a fantastic player, and he's always rated in the top 1 or 2 of the AFL, and rightly so in my eyes.
Scotty, the 6-day turnaround, the 3 in a row, how hard is that for a player coming off such a short break and then making a trip like they are over here?
Yeah, it is tough. The biggest thing probably is for the fitness staff just to assess, and they understand that it is tough on the footy players these days, and you probably don't get as flogged as much as you do on the training track. So, they're probably looking forward to their bye at some stage and really freshening up. But yeah, personally, I think it can be a little bit harder, but you get used to it. It's footy.
Did the bye come at a good time for you personally, Scott?
Yeah, I was ready for a freshen up. Yep.